Hello and welcome back to another exciting chess miniature played in 1949 between Evsev, who was playing as white, and his opponent was Flor, playing as black. Today's game features a Caro Can opening, so if you're a Caro Can player or you hate facing Caro Can, this might give you some pointers and some guidelines how to play against it, or maybe if you're a Caro Can player, maybe to give you some new ways to approach this chess opening. Truly a spectacular checkmate is what follows at the end of this game, so you will definitely love it. Don't go away, you will enjoy this game, and we will go straight into this game. White opens with e4, black replies with c6, we're in Caro Can. After d4, white counters attacks in the center. White continues with knight to c3, and we have d takes on e4, knight takes on e4, and knight to d7 was played for black, the so-called Karpov variation. Knight to f3 played for white, knight g to f6 for black. Black now challenges the center and challenges this knight. Knight retreats to g3, and we have e6 on the board. Black is getting ready to develop his dark squared bishop. Bishop d3 for white, and bishop e7 was played for black. White decided to castle, black castles as well, and we have queen to e2, developing move for white. Black continues with c5, and white continues with c3, trying to keep this pawn in the center. King continued with a b6, a sort of a developing move, not sort of, but definitely a developing move, because you want to find a space for this bishop here on b7. Knight e5, white offers a trade, black refuses with bishop b7, and right now f4 was here played for white. White thinks that it is right time to solidify his position in the center and simply keeping this knight here. We have c takes on d4, c takes on d4, and black decided to trade this knight. And after d takes on e5, we have knight to g4, a really cool move here played by black. Black wants to play sharp, black wants to keep attacking, and he decided to sacrifice this knight for this bishop here, and also by actually doing that, he also sacrifices one pawn. White sees this and he sacrifices here with bishop takes on h7, king takes on h7, and now queen takes on g4 is what followed. But black has amazing idea, and that is to attack the white's king. Although it might look completely impossible here to attack this white king that seems tucked in here, really nice. Queen to d4 is what followed, and after king goes on h1, black continues with rook a to c8 with the idea to put this rook on c2 and then go straight for this pawn here. Knight to h5 was played with the idea to give checkmate here. Black counters that with g6, and after queen to h3, black calmly plays rook to h8, inviting white to give this check and open up another file for this amazing attack of black. This is what happened after knight to f6, king goes on g7, and right now the situation is really difficult for black. In the game he decided to go for queen to e3 and offer a trade here. King continued with a rook to c2, completely giving up this queen and ignoring this threat. Now, in case you're wondering what would happen if you take this, then after a rook takes on g2, there is simply no defense from this checkmate. You can do anything you might like. You can push a pawn, you can play something else, you can even try with this move after king to f8. Now whatever you play, there is no way of stopping this checkmate. If you push this, then rook takes on h3 is a checkmate. And if we go back, what else is there for you? There is nothing you can do. Even retreating this queen here does not help you, because rook g takes on h2 is a check and a checkmate, because this is a double check. So really difficult position here. Spectacular sacrifice here with a queen to e3, and ignoring this threat with rook to c2. Now it's worth mentioning that after king to g7, one of the ideas his was queen to b3 maybe, but then what wins in this position is to actually go with rook to h4 with the idea of doubling the rooks on the h file. After bishop to e3 attacking the queen, you ignore this threat and you go with rook c on h8. After bishop to g8 trying to defend, queen takes on g1 check, king takes on g1, and bishop c5 is what wins here for black. Of course, with perfect play you can continue this game Rook takes on h2, king goes on f1, bishop a6 check. Of course, this is computer line. King to e1, rook to d8 here. The important thing is now that you are actually threatening checkmate with one move. I will show you, for example, if you play something, some bad move, for example, like this, a3, then rook to h1 check, and after rook to f1, the only move, rook takes on f1 is a checkmate, because these diagonals covering everything, this rook covers this file, and the game is done. So after rook to d8, you have to sacrifice your knight here with knight to e8 check, and after rook takes, queen to a4, rook to h1 check, king to d2, rook to d8 check, king c3, and after rook takes on a1, this is hanging. The best line is to pick up this bishop, but this is game over here for white. Of course, this is all with perfect play, but of course white played queen to e3, which allowed rook to c2, and after queen to g3 here for after queen to g3 here for white, black continues with another sacrifice, queen to d3. It's a double attack and also attacking this rook. Now white has to accept this sacrifice. Game continues with rook to rook takes on g2, and after knight to g4 we have rook g takes on h2 with a check, and this is where this game ended. This is where white decided to resign, because there is no way of stopping this checkmate. This is a double check, by the way, and after king to g1, rook g2 is a checkmate. Of course, after rook to g2, the position is similar as previous, as I mentioned. You can go, instead of knight g4, let's say knight to e8, but after king to f8, h3, again rook to g3 with a check, and now whatever you go, whatever you do, this is a checkmate. And a truly spectacular chess game, and a truly wonderful miniature here. As you saw, if white decided to go and defend this c file, then you simply switch to h file and you checkmate the white king. Incredible attack, really shows how the rich the game of chess is. To me, definitely, before looking at this game, this would be a completely not winning position, but definitely white playing much more comfortable here, simply because he has a lot of pieces around his king. But as you can see, this all changed in a few moves. White king got exposed and white lost this game with this beautiful checkmate and this truly spectacular miniature. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This was all I prepared for you today. If you enjoyed my videos, you can always consider subscribing, liking this video, and commenting. This really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to improve at chess, you can definitely check the link in the description of this video. This is a nice chess community which can really help you with all parts of the game: opening, middle game, end games, chess tactics, checkmating patterns, how to find plan in the positions, legendary games, and everything else you might need that you can improve as a chess player. This doesn't count if you are a grandmaster with 2800 online rating. If you are that, then you will probably be bored, but if you are below that, you will definitely find a lot of ways to improve at chess and a lot of things you didn't know about the game of chess that you will learn. Thank you so much for watching. I really look forward to your comments, and we will see each other in the next video. Have a nice night. Bye bye.